If you have a hard time dealing with emotions and how the world treats you, in this video I'm going to be sharing how I understand the world and myself so deeply by giving you 5 ways to express yourself. In order to understand the world and you have to feel and understand your feelings and emotions. One way by doing that is by art. I love art. Oh my god. When you materialize your feelings and emotions, not only do you see the bigger picture, but while you're creating that art, you begin to feel those feelings and emotions and understand them more. And if you rather ignore these feelings and emotions and just stay confused, you're just making it worse for yourself. And I know we're all scared of shit. There's the right timing. Sometimes we're just not ready. But sometimes we are. Sometimes we just have to go for it. Because when you don't feel those emotions or feelings and you stuff it down your throat, just like when you feel like crying but then you stuff it back down, it goes into this thing I like to call the invisible backpack, or the shadow. And what the shadow is this invisible backpack that you always have on. And in this backpack, there's a bunch of these unfelt emotions from traumas and from scary situations, or just from situations that you didn't know how to comprehend. So you just shoved it back there because you didn't want to deal with it. And a lot of these come from our childhood, because usually in our childhood we don't really know how to comprehend these new experiences and situations because we're so like ripe almost. But then when you get older, you get wiser. So by feeling those unfelt emotions, you're like lighter, and it's like, and you learn from them, and they do their actual purpose, and it's just really calming and peaceful when you do that. Okay, let's start with number 1, drawing. So drawing was the first way I learned of expressing myself. Like in kindergarten, you know, where you have those stinky like crayons and you just draw? Yeah, that was the first way of expressing myself for me. So when I was young, I drew whatever was on my mind, and I used to draw a lot of like just people, and it was really fun. So drawing is one of my passions. Not only was drawing a way of expressing how I feel, but it was also an imaginative outlet, and I actually am really creative because I drew so much, which, like, I love being creative. It helps me make videos and benefits me so much with everything. And the fun thing about art is that it doesn't matter if it's Picasso or Claude Monet. It's your art. It's how you feel. So it doesn't have to be freaking like amazing art. Do you know what I mean? It's beautiful because it's your art. It's the way how you feel. It's literally a representation of your emotions or your intention you had while making the piece. And that is fucking beautiful, bitch. It's like poetry. You know, not everyone will understand your poem, but it's still beautiful. Like, no matter how you word it or what words you use, poetry is always such a beautiful way. There's no other word than beautiful. Number 2 is painting. I've created a piece that I really love, and it's so epic. Like, I always look at it and I'm like, fuck, like, damn. There's one that's over there and I love that one. Oh my god. It's one of my DRs. This isn't a shifting video, but I love it so much. Painting is a really good way of personifying feelings with color. Yeah. And it's just so calming. Like the little brush strokes. Fuck. And when you dip your pencil in the water, it's so calming and relaxing. You know, unless you feel angry and you're like, then it's less calming. But you know what? It's still a little calming, you know? Especially if you go paint outside. Bitch. Oh my god. or on the roof. Sorry, this is what I do. I paint on roofs, but even it's just your environment. Like if it's your room and you got a candle and the vibe's right, fuck. Ew. It's so good. And again, doesn't have to be a masterpiece, okay? There's only one Picasso. There's only one Monet. It's your masterpiece, bitch. Just because it's not in a museum and you can't sell it for $1 billion does not mean it's not good, okay? Money does not mean worth. Ride the wave of imagination and feel those beautiful feelings and paint them. Paint them, bitch. It's so like refreshing because you're like feeling the feelings you're meant to and you're doing one of your passions. Bitch. The fuck? Sorry, these are one of my passions. They might not be one of your passions. This next one, bitch. Listen up. This is one of my biggest passions, okay? The third one is writing. Oh my god. I didn't know where the pillow was. Oh my god. I love writing, okay? I started writing about 2 years ago when I had my spiritual awakening and I wrote poetry and it was fucking lit as shit, okay? So what I do to express myself and my emotions is I write poetry, which is always beautiful, always a good thing. And other times I write letters to people or things or non-material things, like a person who hurt me or thing like my house or even like spirit guides or the universe, that kind of thing. And when you write how you feel and everything, it just, especially when it's going to someone, like that's the intention. You don't have to give it to that thing or person, but your intention to give it to them is there. And it's just amazing. I love it. And this next one has worked for me every single fucking time. And I write stories about my feelings or emotions or the situation that I'm going through. So I characterize them in a fantasy story. It's lit as fuck. They're on Wattpad if you're interested. I'll stay home one day from school and I'll just write a fucking story if I feel like shit and I'll get out of it. I'll get out of that thing because when I do that, not only do I understand the feelings that I feel and feel those emotions and feelings, but I find a cure for it. And I always have this realization after. And also, I'm pretty sure this is true because I searched it up and it kind of makes sense. So Paulo Coelho's book, The Alchemist, I have it up there. It's so fucking good. Oh my god. His book is not based on a true story, but is based on events that happened in his life, and he made a story out of it, like metaphorically kind of thing. And the book Le Petit Prince is also like that. They take these emotions and feelings and experiences from their life and they put it into a story. Le Petit Prince is also a very good book. I really enjoyed reading that one. So when I write about these emotions and feelings, it makes me feel them entirely, which is the whole point. But it's such a peaceful experience. Like I mentioned earlier, it makes you feel so good. So good. It's like taking a deep breath for the first time in a while. Like it's so uplifting. Now for number 4 is film making. And you're like, oh my god, I'm filmmaking right now. Yes, I am. But my filmmaking career started on snow days in elementary school where when I'd go over to my cousin's house with my sister and we'd make badass iMovies. But you know like the iMovies, like the trailer one? That's what we do. And they were like lit, like they're so good. And then it ended there. But then my career started again when I was 15, almost 16. I started posting shifting TikToks for the first time, and I was doing tarot readings too. I was really expressing myself that way. And now I make videos on YouTube and I'm literally expressing myself. Like, my videos are all that I've learned in life so far. Making videos and filmmaking is one of my #1 outlets for expressing myself. Not only do I motivate and inspire others, but I also am expressing myself and helping myself too. So I'm doing 2 things at once. It's epic. But filmmaking doesn't have to be making informative videos or YouTube videos like this one. It can be acting and directing and even editing too. Like a short film, that kind of thing. It's another way of expressing yourself. It's just like if you write a story with the writing method that I mentioned earlier, you can like bring it to life and like make a short film or something. It'd be really cool. Number 5 is singing. Now, not everyone is a singer. Okay, I get it. But I've actually been practicing, and there's a video that I used. I'll link it in the description. But like, I've seen like shit, I forgot what that word is in English. But like, I've leveled up my singing skill. I'm like, shit. When I'm like in the shower and singing, like. But when I was little, I wanted to be a singer. Like, I wanted to be Katy Perry-esque bitch. But that dream has shifted a bit. Not gonna lie. But I still enjoy singing. You always come in my videos. Yeah. Oh, bitchy. This can be the thumbnail. Saying words aloud. Oh, Betsy can see her reflection. Who's that cute little dog? I know. It's you, silly. It's you. Let's not growl. But singing is such a powerful tool for expression because not only are you singing words and like poetry kind of thing, but it's an outlet for imagination as well. And it's auditive, so you're saying it aloud. You're working on your throat chakra too, which is so beneficial. And like, there's so many benefits. Oh my god. Also, if you're a person who is scared for their voice to be heard, I'd suggest trying to sing because I'm one of those people too, and it's actually really helped me. Or make videos like this, because that has also really helped me too. So singing is like a poem, but with harmonies and an auditive experience. Wow. You're doing 2 expressions at once. You're writing it, like I mentioned earlier, and you're also singing it. And it's like the words are art, but also the way that you voice it or sing it, and the harmonies or the music is also another form of art. That was really hard for me to say. And there's different genres of singing in music. So if you're angry, usually people would lean more towards to rock music. But if you're feeling calm and zen and like, one of my favorite songs is Mrs. Magic by Strawberry Guy. To sum things up, pour résumer cette vidéo, there are a lot of ways to express yourself. There's limitless ways to express yourself with art. Like, art is literally limitless. You can do anything. There are so many more things out there that you can do to express yourself. These are just the things that I use so far in life. Maybe I'll get more. And these things are also my passions. So it really motivates me when I do them. These are just the ways that I express myself and how I understand not only myself, but the world better. In order to understand and feel the world around you and what you're going through, you must feel what you are feeling and the emotions as well. Okay, my love. Good luck. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica from my side.